And today I'm going to be doing a collective reading, and we're going to change the pace just a slight bit because what we're going to do is we're going to just see the messages that you need to hear. So this is not specifically connected to love, not specifically connected to finances or anything in particular. It's just whatever downloads come through that your spirit guides want you to hear. Do keep in mind this is a collective reading. So because this is a collective reading, it could resonate with anyone. So no particular sign, of course. And if you're here live, don't be scared to say hello. I love to interact with you guys all. Y'all know that. And I think we'll go ahead and get started. Just making sure I get everything situated here. All right. Hey, got Shannon here, Monica, Vaughn. Hey, we have, I can't say that name. It starts with an M, but hello. Thank you so much for the love. All right, y'all. I'm going to do my best to try to give you guys the best messages possible. But you guys know how it is. It's collective, it's general. So we'll see what comes through. All right, Spirit, tell me about the collective. The collectives watching now, and collectives watching later. What is the messages that the collective needs to hear? We have karmic relationships. Now listen, didn't I just say, y'all, I'm really not trying to focus on love, but Spirit is still calling me to talk to you guys about karmic relationships. And the card says, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Before we get into this specific card, I just want to have a moment to talk about karmic relationships. And just to kind of like make sure you guys understand that karmic relationships are not always bad. Karmic relationships typically are there to teach us a very powerful lesson, one of which will help us evolve, help us grow, but it's going to be on that spiritual journey in which you're going to have to be able to identify what is it about this person that is teaching me how to become more evolved, more better, choosing better. And karmic relationships are not just love partners. Karmic relationships could be your family, could be your friends. It can be whoever comes across your path. All right, so the card says, and I'll put it up close so you guys can see it, because these are such a beautiful, beautiful cards. So it's thought that many to have been a place of great polarity and even unity. Some believe that many star seeds who were put on this cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion times. Perhaps you're one of them. So some of you guys could actually be star seeds that were sent on this planet in order to heal the collective, heal the world, heal karmics. Do some of you guys feel like you've been intentionally put into karmic relationships? Like, why me? Why did I have to go through all this with these people? So the polarity and you being of the light and these people being of the dark does cause conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. So just because you have experienced a karmic connection, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go down that low vibrational level. If anything, you were actually put in those positions to uplift the collective. Some of you guys were spiritually chosen to help heal others. That's an interesting way to look at it, right? Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our hearts and our minds and see things from a different point of view. So, collective, have you ever really thought of it from that point of view? Like, yeah, that toxic ex, that toxic parent, those toxic siblings, those toxic relatives, they were horrible to me, right? But maybe I had a more powerful purpose. Maybe I was sent to actually help heal others. When we go into reactive, second guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our hearts, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own wounding and then find mutual ground. So we're reacting because we're hurt. We're reacting because we're saying, why me? Why me? And I can say in my journey, I've definitely dealt with a lot of pain. I've dealt with a lot of karmic situations. And what I've learned through those experiences is that it's made me the woman that I am today. And so with this karmic relationship card, it's really teaching you that these conflicting people, these karmic situations, were all guided into your life for a higher purpose. It goes on to say, we're all innocent children, children of God, right? We're all innocent children of God, looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer when you have all this conflict from these karmics than it is to grow further apart. And yet, that's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. How many of you guys have ever been in church and you're like, oh Lord, I gotta bless it, bless it, bless it. And we say it in the South, bless it. Or you say the old saying, we're gonna pray for them. We're gonna pray for them. See, the thing about killing people with kindness, even though they're here to try to hurt you or destroy you, eventually people that are out to destroy will see that you're of the light. And they'll either do two things. They'll still try to gain that control and power over you to get you to respond to the issue, which is a form of reactive abuse. Or you can vibe higher than that and you can still kill them with kindness. All right? So it's through these relationships, collective, that we grow the most. You become wiser. You become stronger. You have a story to tell and you have something very powerful that you can share with others so that they can vibe higher. So Spirit wants to ask you, how can you soften your heart and drop your defenses just enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see it from a point of view of this person hurting and they're just crying for help? How can you see it from the perspective that this person has had a lot of trauma and the best way that they know how to react is to set out and destroy? How can you bring more love and light to the world? It's so hard when you feel like the victim. But sometimes being the victim is actually being the victor. It's all based on how you react and you respond. Notice on this card here, you got someone on this planet here and someone on this planet. And I'm getting the energy that sometimes you just feel like you're not of this earth, collective. You feel like You just can't relate to a lot of these people. What's wrong with me? Why do I have to go through all this? Why do I have to go through all this pain? Why can I never find the right partner? Why was my childhood so dark and so broken? Because you were sent here, collective, and this is not everybody's story, but a lot of you guys, you were sent here on a mission. You were sent here on a mission to heal the world. Many of you guys are natural healers. And because you have your natural ability to heal and love and cherish and nurture people, God has blessed you with the ability and gift to heal some of the most darkest, demonic, toxic entities. Now, here's the deal. This is where we all fall short, collective. This is where we fall short. Some of us do not know how to put limits on that, right? Some of us continue to deal with the abuse, the abuse, the abuse because we want so much to help people. We want to give people. We want to see people be better. We see the beauty in these people. And so, if this is your story, it's both a blessing and a curse. And I think the message for the collective today is remember that yes, these karmics did you wrong, but you were here for a higher purpose. And the higher purpose, you may not see it now, but hopefully this this reading will kind of give you some insight as to why. And if you are in a toxic relationship right now, collective, don't react to respond. React by listening, giving compassion, or retracting your energy altogether. At the end of the day, you got to protect your peace. You are of the light, and people of the light a lot of times get cheated on, lied to, beat on, betrayed, treated as if like you're a revolving door because your loyalty is like no other. But at what point, collective, do you say enough is enough? Why do we have to respond with anger, frustration, get back game, mind games? Why do we have to stoop down to their level? That's where Spirit's reminding you don't. Extend a helping hand, extend positive energy, give them all the tools out of love. And if they choose not to take what you're offering, you got to accept it and walk away. Don't waste valuable years on these karmic relationships. Because the thing about it, collective, we're only here on this planet so long. And after that, all this time that you could have been with someone that is your vibrational match, that's when we got some issues, right? So let's get some tarot cards and let's see specifically what Spirit wants you to know as it relates to these karmic relationships. I kindly ask that you all hit the like button. Good to see you, Lisa, DP, TMKC, Toya. Hey, y'all. Thank you guys so much for being here. All right, Spirit. The collective that's wrapped up in these karmic cycles. These karmic cycles that just won't go away. What can they do? What can they do to release themselves from these karmic cycles and these karmic relationships? King of Cups. Didn't we just talk about this, guys? The power of compassion. Killing them with kindness. Being emotionally grounded, stable, mature, of the light. Like I'm psychic or something. You see, it's so easy to respond, react. They say something that really triggers you and you want to respond and say, oh, hell no, nah, and get down to their level. Spirit say no. Kill them with kindness and love. Exude a lot of discipline. Discipline I'm also getting. Ooh, the Star card. Look at this beautiful energy. King of Cups and the Star. Everything I just said. You know, the Star card is a card of a divine love. It's also the card of Aquarius. King of Cups is the card of water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Some of you guys could have that in your chart. And with the Five of Wands, a lot of you guys, what's holding you back is you have this internal battle with your emotions and getting to a healed space. See, a lot of you guys are not unpacking these karmic cycles properly. You're looking at yourself, a lot of you, as a victim, like, why me? Poor me. I can't stand all these people causing these issues. Your feelings are valid, collective, yes, but you got to dig deeper. You got to dig deeper into your intuition. Have a conversation with God and ask God why. Oh, I know why. Because exactly what Mika just told us. We are here for a purpose, to uplift others and to heal others and help others. But at what expense? When you start getting into this energy of feeling like you're out of character and your energy is volatile, that at that point you gotta be able to pull your energy back. That's when you know you're in a very toxic relationship that can't be saved. This is, a lot of you guys, the best example would be the narcissist. You know, those that are very familiar with narcissistic abuse. Those people, even clinically, cannot be helped. You know, you got therapists who can't help these people. And so that's where people who have very healing, empathic energy, you've got to be able to have strong boundaries and standards and not let people get the best of you, but still have that compassion. It's just emotional intelligence. And be patient. With the Knight of Pentacles, I think a lot of you guys want love fast. You want it to come fast. So a lot of it is blocking you because you're still not seeing it for what it is. What did I go through? Why did I miss the red flags? Why did I put up with that crap? Why did I let that person treat me like that? Did I know exactly who I really wanted to be with? Did you just go out one day and you end up bumping into this person, or did you meet them off of a dating app and randomly just said, oh, they're cute, they like me, let's go with it? And then they had their mask on, and as the mask began to drop, you were like, uh-oh. But you know what? I'm a ride or die. I'm a people pleaser. I'm a fixer. I'm going to get this person where they need to be, even if I'm dying on the inside. Okay? And that's not the way. So you got to take your time. There's a lot of people out here who will gravitate to you. They'll leech off of your energy, and they'll use you for their own personal gain. But then you have people that are just like you, collective, that are of the light, that's set out to heal, that's about positivity, love, kindness, integrity. Those are the people you want to attract. Earth Angel 444 says, I walked away 2.5 years ago. Hardest thing I've ever did, and met my Aqua. It's been 2 years. I absolutely adore him. Can't find my new path in anyone's cards. Okay. So yeah, see, it's possible to find what you want. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Another blockage that I noticed that a lot of you guys are having is you're finding people who are here for a fun time and not a long time. People that are not fully investing in you. So If you really want to attract love, not only do you have to have that emotional intelligence and stability, meaning grounding your energy and not reacting to toxicity, you got to know what you're looking for. And then with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse as a blockage, you got to find people who are not going to manipulate you into believing they want more than what they're offering. How would you know? Well, you'll know because these people will actually do things like, oh, let's say a whole several months pass by and you're in the dating phase and that person never asks you to be exclusive. That's when you actually know for a fact that that person is stringing you along, boo. Another thing you'll know is they're constantly trying to get into your drawers. They trying to get into your drawers, boo. They like, so hey, can we go to your house? Can we? I don't know you, bruh. I don't know you, sis. If they don't have you as their exclusive partner, best and believe 9 times out of 10, that person is dating around. Now, just because you're not doesn't mean they are not. So you have to look at it through a lens, collective, as I'm single, they're single. This is not my man. I'm not his woman. And so I'm going to treat him that way. If he wants to date me, ladies, then he needs to date me. I'm not going to his house. He not coming to my house. He not gonna know where I live. He not gonna be all up in my business. We getting to know each other. We're meeting each other in a public place. And as a man, a real man, they shouldn't have you paying for the date. Now, this is controversy. Some of you ladies gonna get in the comments and be like, yeah, but courting phase. This is not your man. Do you hear me? And this is where a lot of ladies kind of mess up, because what you do is you assume that a man is going to look at you a certain kind of way if you don't pay. Now, this is what I do. I typically on the first date do something that's very simple, like coffee. Coffee, just so we can chat it up the first date. After that, now we can go on the bowling, the restaurants, the what have you, the events we go to together, what have you, okay? But notice, even on that first date, I'm giving the impression, I'm not looking for your money. I'm not looking for you to wine and dine me. I'm not looking for you to pay my bills. Some of y'all do the most with it. I've heard guys tell me, some of you guys on the first date be asking dudes to be paying for your Uber, be paying for your child care, be paying for a bill or two. I even had one dude tell me, oh, I hope you're not like this other lady I was dating where she asked me to pay for her tires because she got a flat or something. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So the point of what I'm saying is you can't be manipulative either. You have to come in with a genuine heart and a general space. And so this is why a lot of men typically date with caution. You know what I'm saying? They look at it as, what is she about? But if you give off that impression, like, I'm just trying to get to know you, man. I'm just trying to get to know you, and let a man be a man, protect and provide. Come on now, it's in the word. Protect and provide. Be in that masculine energy to show up for you and make sure you're good. You're not sleeping with them. You're not giving them nothing. You just showing up and you're being pretty. And y'all know I done had plenty of videos about being in your feminine energy. And I'm going to do some more videos on it because I think some of us need a little bit of lessons about that. But no cursing, no excessive drinking on the dates. Come together. No lashes that look like this. Y'all don't be coming on a date like this, okay? A man is going to judge you. Ladies, don't go on the date with your booty out and your boobs out. They going to judge you. Also, don't look like you going to the club. Dress for the occasion. If you're going on a coffee date, business casual. If you're going on a bowling date, jeans and a cute blouse. Come on now. Come on now. I see it all the time. And then if you're single and you're ready to date and you're, getting out there, go to local events and be seen. Dress appropriately, be in your feminine energy, meet people naturally, being friendly, being kind, being soft, being open, right? All of this matters. But when that person approaches you and you're single and you're alone and you're like, I wish I had someone. The first person coming to you is not necessarily going to be your wife and not necessarily going to be your husband. Come on, guys. We got to get our heads out the clouds. That's why on this channel I say it's an interview process, because you need to give it a few months, maybe longer for some of these real crafty, manipulative individuals, so you can really see who this person really is. And it's going to take time. It's going to take time, because time reveals all. Time is going to tell you specifically who this person is about. And I'm not talking about time texting. I'm not talking about time where you're just on the phone talking to them. You're not a pen pal, boo. You're not their pen pal. You're not. You're not their pen pal. You are someone that's dating them, so they need to date you. Ladies, if that person is not in a vicinity to take you on a date at least once a week, they're not serious about you. Now, long distance. Again, how are you going to actively date someone for a man to be serious about you and they can't even really see you? You'll notice men will always say, and y'all have seen them online, I want to see a woman natural. I want to see her. They always about seeing a woman, because men are visual creatures. So all that stuff on the phone, text, it ain't real. But when they see you and you got that hair laid and you got your cute outfit and you start walking and they see the power of seduction that you got going on in real life, oh yeah, they're going to start kind of fiending for you. They're going to want to sink their paws in you. And at that point, don't fall for the trap, because a man will test you. They're going to see. If I touch your arm, y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Here it go. I had one dude do that on a date. I was like, excuse me. Or, ooh, they really running out when they do this. Or they touch their leg. Y'all know. And look, when they touch their leg, this is y'all. Y'all be like, y'all be like, oh, snap, it's on. And then there you go. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Don't do it. Don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for the okie doke. It's a test. And you know what the man is trying to see? I mean, they do want it. But they're trying to see, are you for the streets or are you wifey? Seriously. A man will respect a woman 1,000% with class, with dignity, and how she carries herself, how she shows up in the world, how she engages with him. Because for a man, the way you treat him, he assumes you treat every man that way. And I know that sounds really strange, ladies. And the reason why I'm talking to the ladies, fellas, because I got mostly ladies that watch my channel. So I'm going to get to y'all in a second, fellas. Hold tight. But when you drop your guard and drop your draws, that's when they assume, oh, she for the streets. And so as hard as it is for some of you, hard as it is for some of y'all, lock it up. Clink, clink. No access until either you're in a relationship or you're married. That's a good rule of thumb. And if you really are spiritually woken, you'll wait until you're married. A lot of people will wait until marriage. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in the word anyway. And you know why? It's because it's a sacred thing and it creates a soul tie. I'm not even joking. That encounter is so sacred and so dangerous and so powerful. It will honestly and truly have you going crazy, okay? And you'll be ladies, you'll fall in love. You'll be like, whoo, my man, my man, my man, my man. And that man ain't did nothing for you. But you got so lost in the sauce, or let's say he got lost in your sauce. And so you got hypnotized. And at that point, you don't even see clearly anymore. You like in Twilight Zone. You can't even see clearly no more. Because that is really what happens with these karmics. They get you, especially if you have, like I say, this very kind, nurturing nature. A lot of you guys will just be like, okay, all right, I really don't want to, but okay. Or I like him, so I'll do it because maybe he'll like me more. And I'm telling you, no. I know you're like, why is she going this direction with the reading? Because I'm trying to make it make sense. So stay with me, y'all. The mind of a manipulator is not like what you think. The mind of a manipulator is, I'm going to study you. I'm going to listen to everything you say. I'm going to see how you dress. I'm going to see how you act. And then I'm going to test you. I'm going to put you through these little tests. And I'm going to just see. Does she take the bait? Does he take the bait? It's like, a dog. You throwing him a bone and you like, sitting back, do the trick. Now do that trick I like. And then some of you guys that have this beautiful empathic nature, you get so wrapped up in falling for this karmic tie. And it's because when they say, hey, beautiful, hey, sexy, oh, you love flowers? And then they send you flowers at work. Oh, you love Ruth Chris? You know what? I surprised you. This weekend, I'm taking you to Ruth Chris. Oh, you like the Maldives? Okay, we're going. I don't even know how to say that right, y'all. Don't laugh at me. Is it Maldives, whatever. Hawaii, let's just say Hawaii. Whatever you like, they like. Y'all seen Coming to America? Whatever you like, I like. You want me to bark like a dog? Arr, arr, arr. For real. And then once they realize you're in the twilight zone, they got you where they want you, boom. Show's over. Here we go. Now you're going to see who they really are. Someone that's a karmic, that's very low vibrational and been setting you up the whole time. Everything they said was a lie. Everything was a setup. It was love bombing energy. And what happens is they'll tell you, oh, I want to be with you forever. I want to get married. Now, y'all been there before. You know what I'm talking about. But here's the deal. How do you know the difference? And that's what we're talking about. Karmic relationships. This collective reading is about karmic relationships. You as a collective been tied to karmics. And we're talking about how to unlock these blockages for those jumping on in. So how do you block it? How do you know it? You just got to stay vigilant. You got to pull back your energy and not divulge too much information up front. Stranger danger. I don't know you like that, bruh. I don't know you like that, sis. Stranger danger. That's how you got to approach it. It's you sitting back opening your ears, ladies and fellas, opening your ears, opening your eyes all the way, see everything, and closing your lips like this. Yeah. Even if you gotta, do the smile thing. I'm not trying to make fun of foreigners when I say this, but you know how foreigners do when you're talking to them and they don't understand English that well? They just kind of smile and like, that needs to be you, collector, right there. Hush, y'all saying too much. And then these karmics are studying you and they're gathering information to use against you later. Aha! Another thing, if you're in a relationship, by the time you're in a relationship, because some of them know the game, because I'm trying to divulge the game so y'all can be on game and know how game works. If you're in a relationship, because they know, okay, well, shoot, she ain't gonna give it up until I be in a relationship, or she ain't gonna give it up until I marry her. So what they'll do is they'll rush. So that's another thing. They'll do the opposite. You'll have some karmics who will rush marriage, rush moving in with you. Y'all know the type. The ones, the dusties that need a place to stay. Uh, so you mind if I kick it at your house? And you let them come over. And then you start noticing stuff starting to pile up in your house. You start noticing, wait, they brought a toothbrush. They got a jacket over here, some shoes, some clothes. What in the hell is going on here? Didn't I say, do not let these people get into your home? They don't know you. You don't know them. Within a year, which should be plenty of time, a year, no one should be walking down the aisle within a year. Hear me. And I don't care about your uncle, your cousin, your mama. I've been married, y'all, so I can speak on this. So y'all better hear me. 1 year at the least. Maybe 2. I'm kind of like more at like a year and some change. Within a year, they should propose. But if a guy is asking you to marry him and actually urgently, like, let's get married, like now, red flag, baby, red flag. Don't do it. Now, if you know this is somebody you really like and you're like, sure, like they pop the question several months in and you're really serious about this person, I think there's nothing wrong with taking the ring. Fellas, I see nothing wrong with asking a woman because you want to lock it down. But you should not be walking down nobody's aisle until you have spent a lot of quality time. Not text, not phone. I'm talking about quality. You know what this person's dirty drawers look like. You know how this person look like when they wake up in the morning. You know what it's like when you spend the night at their house and what they real life be looking like, okay? Because, baby, it gets real. When you get married, a lot of people don't think about the practical parts of marriage. We get so caught up in the fantasy of the love. Because that's what happens, collective. You want the love. You want the love. You want the feels. You want this person to make you feel good. And all that's wonderful. It's beautiful. I love it. I love love. I'm a big lover too. I have a big heart. I really do. I talk a lot of noise, but I'm a sucker for love, okay? However, because I've been through some things and I'm an Aquarius and I got a lot of fixed sign in my chart. Baby, when I'm done, I'm done. When I'm done, it's over. Because I ain't got time to be playing with folks. For real. And that's the time you need to be on. That's what you need to do. You need to have a strong, solid cutoff game and make it final. Do not let a person come in and out of your life and play games with you. These people that deceive you and say they want it all and they leave and then they come back and say, oh, I need to find myself. I need to do the bull crap. That's a dang on lie. What they finding? Somebody else to lay up with. That's what you don't know. See, when that person say, oh, I just need some time to heal. I need some time to find myself. I need some time to get myself together. So what's going to happen? Let me give you a scenario, y'all. What is going to happen if you guys are in a marriage and you guys are in a rut? What, they're going to need time to leave the marriage? That doesn't exist. That don't exist. So when a man or a woman, because I'm with you fellas now, tells you, I need a break. I need a break. They're weak. They're weak. They're weak. They're a cheater. They're a liar. And they got to go. And I say, you know what? If you leave, don't ever come back. Stand 10 toes down on business. Let them know. If you need a break, guess what? I need to break from you and go on to the next. And I'll say it too. You know, Mika don't play. You need a break, so do I, from you. So I can go find my person that really want me. Because the thing about it, ladies, and y'all need to hear this because some of y'all don't believe it, but I'm going to tell you right now. A man that is serious about you, serious, is not going to let a day go by without talking to you. They got to know what's going on, because they're not going to leave not any space open for another man to come and get you. A man that's serious about you, baby, they going to drink your bath water. They going to take you on a date. Not one day, baby. You better hear me. Earth Angel for the 444 trying to tell y'all. Hear it. Y'all going to be like, ooh, here you go again. Oh, Lord. Because they not playing about you. They're going to make sure you're comfortable. They're going to ask you need anything. They're going to be a real man. That's what a real man, that's the time they on. And y'all see them. Y'all see them on my 600-pound life. You know, that's my running joke. Listen, I'm not joking about people overweight. I'm an overweight girly too. But I'm just saying. They ain't playing about them women. They be cooking their meals. They don't be playing. And y'all be sitting up here settling for these dusties. I'm trying to tell you, they don't be playing. And you will be the same way because you have that empathic, kind nature. So why would you settle for anything less anyway? Seriously, why would you? That doesn't make sense. All right, let's continue the reading, y'all. I've been running my mouth forever. All right, give me some more blockages of what's preventing the collective from contracting karmics. Yeah, it's like you're not seeing these people clearly for who they are with the judgment in reverse. You believe the facades. And so to be able to see it clearly, close your legs, open your eyes, open your ears, close your mouth. Don't divulge too much information. All right. Moving forward, what advice? To attract. This is for my singles, my beautiful singles out there, my handsome singles. How can we detach? I say we because I got them in my life too that I had to leave behind. How can we detach from these karmic relationships to be able to attract beautiful love and positive energies in our lives? Ace of Swords. You got to be able to see things clearly. You got to know the game. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to have a new perspective about your generosity and pretty much how people give to you. This needs to be a reciprocal love with the Queen of Pentacles. You need someone who is secure, who is stable, who is in a space to be able to provide. A lot of you guys are with people who can't really bring anything to the table, and a lot of you are the table. You are the table. You are the house. You are everything. Come on. You need someone who can give. And a lot of you guys need to get out of this lack mindset that is not possible. I think for a lot of you guys, you think it's not possible. So you have to get in the mentality of, my husband is on the way. My wife is on the way. I'm just getting ready. I'm getting my body right. I'm getting my look correct, how I want to present myself to the world of class and dignity so I can attract a classy man. See, you are what you attract. So if you looking hood, broke, busting, and disgusted, that's what you're going to attract, babe girl. I'm going to tell you right now. But if you looking like you somebody, you're going to attract you somebody. You have a mentality of wisdom and class and dignity and respect, you're going to attract someone like that. But if you have a weak mind, a negative mindset, a lonely mindset, a desperate mindset, you're going to attract someone who's going to see right through that and cling to you and set out to destroy. So we got to work on the way you view things and what you know. You got to learn the game. You got to be able to see yourself and be happy with what you're looking at in the mirror when you get up every single day. You got to love yourself, self-care, self-love, right? And you got to get your money right. Because I'm sorry, guys, but you don't need to depend on nobody. I don't care what people say. Ladies, 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 ladies. If a man got money, great. But I still strongly never advise a woman to depend 1,000% on someone else to take care of you. You're all the way grown. If that man want to pay all the bills and do all that, that's fine. But you better have some stuff for yourself. Because there's no guarantee that relationship's going to work forever. Y'all better hear me. Some of y'all be like, ooh, yeah, he said, I ain't got to work. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Okay, boo, but what's going to happen if you find out he cheating, or he has a terminal illness, or his business goes bankrupt, or something happens? God forbid. But what if something bad happens and you're not working, you don't got no money, you ain't got nothing? What you going to do then? It happens every single day. Or that man decides, you know what? I want to be with this other woman. What you gonna do then? And then we get stuck. Not we, because I've never been stuck, boo. I've never been stuck. But some of y'all be stuck. Y'all see, I'm not stuck. Period. Never. Bloop, 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 bloop. Trying to tell you something. Y'all better get on it. Y'all better get with it. Fellas, I know some of you guys are manly man, masculine man, and you want to take care of your woman, do for your woman. That's a beautiful characteristic. That's a beautiful trait. But she needs to kind of be able to support you in some kind of way. And it don't have to be financially, but what can she do for you? Because what I'm getting at is a relationship is a reciprocity thing. And if you don't feel like you're getting what you're pouring out, and it doesn't have to look exactly the same, then it's going to be doomed to fail, right? And that's why communication is important. That's why people being on the same page is important. Do you guys have the same goals? What if you 5 years from now, after getting married, hit it big, decide to start a business, you got to move somewhere? Will your partner support that? What if you have a child and they have some type of disability or terminal illness or something? Will they be able to sit through all that? All these different things are so important in marriages that we don't think about. We don't think about all these different things that can go wrong because we get so, stigmatized. And fellas, you be lost in the sauce and you be stuck on the lust and the love piece, but you're not focusing on the business, because a marriage is a business. It's a contract. It's a contract. It really is. And so you have to be able to work as a team to build an empire. What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? If you ain't bringing nothing to the table and you want a man to bring some stuff to the table, again, you are what you attract. You might be dating out of your league. You gotta play on an equal playing field. You gotta date someone at your level. So if you want better, you gotta do better. You see where I'm at with it? If you 600 pounds, but you want a fit man, a lot of those men ain't not gonna be attracted to you, boo. So you're gonna have to lose some weight. If you want a man of a certain distinctive look that is living in a certain side of town and you don't necessarily have that look or you don't live on that side of town, what are some things you can do in order to attract that type of man? You might have to improve some stuff with yourself. All of that stuff matters. Okay, so we're going to leave with some advice so my phone doesn't die. I hope this reading / sermon helps somebody out there. The spirit has moved me to come on to this live to do a little different collective reading. I tried to stay away from relationships, but y'all see it. The oracle card was karmic relationships, so that was our topic for today. All right. What else does the collective need to know moving forward from these karmic relationships, Spirit? So we have souls of balance. It says, seek equilibrium in love and your career, harmonizing your inner scales to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. So you got to find balance in your life. Some of you guys may feel like you're doing really well in your career and your love life sucks. Guilty. Or it could be vice versa. Maybe you're doing well with your love life and then your career sucks. Or you feel like I'm just like career focused. How do I make time for love? Well, you got to have both, right? We're definitely social creatures. And so you got to find balance in both. You got to find balance in both. Hi, Marion. Hi, George. I also got stand strong. With defense as your shield, find strength in preservation, guarding what matters most. Woo! Come on, Spirit. You got to stand strong. You got to have boundaries and protect what matters most. Y'all heard what I said? Clink, 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 clink. No access. But that's not the only thing we're protecting, ladies and guys. We're also protecting our hearts. Because you guys are very beautiful souls, kind, loving, nurturing, and Spirit wants you to know that you are a gift to the world, but you also need to get that love in return. So I leave you with that, collective. Let me know if these messages resonate with you. As you guys know, this is a collective reading. And of course, this advice is just really whatever spiritually came through and download. And it's also me coming through with just some good wisdom. So I hope you all enjoyed this reading. It was a little different, but let me know what you guys think down in the description box below. And if you made it this far into the reading, leave me a red emoji down into the comments, and that'll increase your chances of winning our July 2025 free personal tarot reading giveaway. Congratulations to our winner though. Good, congratulations, Sharon, who was our free tarot reading giveaway. And I look forward to giving away more free stuff on this channel. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you can be in a chance in the running for a free personal tarot reading and have that opportunity as well. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I'll try to come on a little bit later. I have to run some errands, but when I come back, I'll see how I'm feeling. And if I'm feeling good, I'll do all signs later. Thank you all so much. Big shout out to our amazing mods on this live. Thank you so much, Lisa, for hanging out with me. DP, good to see my girl Shay, Vaughn. Thank you, Soul Tribe, and thank you all beautiful souls for coming. I'll see you guys later. Take care of yourself. Until next time, namaste.